I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. It's Friday, April 8th. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run. For the last 2 years, Bard College, in conjunction with Kingston, has been monitoring the city's air. And while pollution diminished when COVID-19 shut down the economy 2 years ago, there are days now when there's room for improvement. An air monitor was installed on the roof of the Andy Murphy Neighborhood Center on Broadway right before COVID struck, and it's been monitoring particulate matter in the air, says Bard Assistant Professor of Environmental and Urban Studies and Director of the Center for the Environment Sciences Humanities, Elias Duker.
There were observed reductions in air pollution during some parts of the COVID shutdown. But the reality is that, yes, as you're pointing out, the cars are still going. And in a place like Kingston, we still needed to heat our homes with oil and gas heat. And we also have in Kingston a growing and concerning number of wood-burning establishments, both restaurants and in people's homes.
Those wood-burning furnaces and stoves are terrible for the environment, Duker says. Ulster County makes 4 cents on every gallon of gas sold at the pump, and a bipartisan group of county lawmakers has proposed a partial rollback on that as prices remain high. The plan would remove the county tax on the price of gas over $2 a gallon, says legislator Kevin Roberts, who's sponsoring the resolution.
On $4 a gallon, you would be saving 8 cents. Obviously, it's not a lot of money. It's not a deal breaker, but every little bit helps, and we are doing our best to help the people of Ulster County.
Meanwhile, the just-approved state budget includes removing 16 cents per gallon, effective June 1st. The Ulster County Jail, like other large facilities, including Orange County, often accepts inmates from other counties where their jail capacity is lower. Ulster County legislator Joe Maloney is opposed to the concept of profiting from that, and he believes it's morally wrong.
But right now, the few inmates that we are incarcerated individuals that we do have, we get $70 a day. This leads to overtime, transportation costs, food, and right now we are grossly understaffed. These COs desperately would appreciate something like this being done because the amount of doubles, they go into work and they're there for 16 hours.
County lawmakers have yet to discuss the proposal in committee. More news in just a moment.
Galleria at Crystal Run is hosting a job fair event Thursday, April 14th from 11 to 3 in Center Court. Employers from a variety of industries such as Legoland New York, Resorts World Catskills, Amazon, Keller Williams, 110 Grill, DSW, Target, and many more will be in attendance looking for candidates at all skill levels. This is a free event for all job seekers to attend, so make sure to bring those resumes and dress for your success. If interested in participating in the Get Hired Job Fair event Thursday, April 14th, contact the Galleria at Crystal Run or visit GalleriaCrystalRun.com.
Orange County legislator Jimmy O'Donnell of Goshen has filed petitions to run for county sheriff on the conservative line. He must first face Republican candidate Paul Arteta in a conservative primary in June. Arteta had earlier received the conservative nod to run on that line. O'Donnell, who's a retired member of the state police, wants to give members of his political party a choice.
On the conservative line, certainly I want to give the conservatives the opportunity to get the best police professional as the next sheriff to continue the excellence that the sheriff has had for the last 20 years.
O'Donnell has served as a major commanding Troop F of the state police, headquartered in the town of Wallkill. He was later promoted to assistant deputy superintendent. Following his retirement from the state police, he went on to become chief of the MTA Police Department and served during the terrorist attacks of September 11th. Arteta, who was forced to resign from the Orange County Sheriff's Office over a controversy dealing with the physical abuse of an inmate, will face off in a GOP primary against current Undersheriff Ken Jones. He has the backing of retiring Sheriff Carl Du Bois. Running on the Democratic Party line will be Bernie Rivers, the retired chief of the state Environmental Conservation Police. 20% of all deaths in Sullivan County during the month of March were attributable to opioid abuse. That startling figure came from County Coroner Albie Bachman to the Public Safety and Law Enforcement Committee of the county legislature on Thursday. Bachman says the year 2021 had similar statistics as the drug epidemic rages on.
We answered 296 coroner calls for the year 2021, and we performed 136 autopsies. And of those calls that we had, of 296, this year, we had 42 overdose deaths. 42. And that represents, as I tell you every month, anywhere between 10 and 20% of what we do. 15% of all the deaths in Sullivan County for the year 2021 you can attribute to the opiate crisis that we have.
The county continues its counseling and treatment programs in an effort to reduce opioid dependence and deaths. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run.